Finalizing view on this channel. I wanted to come on this morning and share with you guys my kids' breakfast that I'm going to make for them this morning. I'm up a little bit earlier than normal. Normally I don't get up to around about 7:30, but I'm up around 6 o'clock this morning because I want to make sure that my kids get a well-balanced breakfast this morning. All for the remaining of this week, they're taking the CRCT test. And for anyone who has a child knows that's a very hard test to take because a lot of kids just do not test well. I don't even know why they have this test because if you're making good grades throughout the year, what's the purpose for the test? If that's going to be the case, hell, just tell them to come back at the end of the year and we're just going to do this one test, and that's going to determine whether or not you go to the next grade or not. Not only is it pressure on the kids, but it's pressure on the teachers as well. But I want to make sure that they eat well this morning, and if you have kids and if it's affordable, meaning that if you're a stay-at-home mom, please get up and cook these kids some good breakfast because we know school food is not that good nowadays. When I was growing up, we had the soul sisters in the kitchen cooking, but I never ate breakfast anyway. I always gave my card away. I don't know, I just never liked school lunch. So I will be doing their breakfast this morning. I'm in a rush. And what they're going to have this morning is some toasted cinnamon raisin bagel. They're going to have some scrambled egg with cheese. And we're going to do this ham. Now, I bought this ham from Aldi's. Normally, people will use this, cook this ham for dinner, big meal on Sunday or whatever. But occasionally, I like to buy hams to cook it for breakfast. And this is a spiral ham. You're probably saying, Sonya, how you going to cook that right quick? I'm going to show you how I'm going to cook it. Let me go ahead and get my skillet on them. Let me go ahead and get this on the stove. And what I'm going to do is put probably about this is going to be equivalent to probably about 3 cups of water. I'm going to get this water going because I'm going to rinse this ham off and place this inside the water. Now, my attire. I know somebody going to say, Sonya, what is that on your head? Well, guess what? It's a slip. Yes, I use slips for my headscarf, and I use them for the purpose it's supposed to serve. Now, when I buy these slips, because for ladies, if you go in a store, a slip costs $30, $40. Well, on the last Wednesday of every month, I go to the thrift store, right? So I only paid, I think, 75 cents for it. So yeah, save money, save money, save money. Yes. What else is going on today? Now, I will be taking them their lunch as well. So after I finish breakfast, get them off to school and take them to school. Make sure they get there on time because right now I think with the school bus, the driver is having to multitask people. Gotta get it going. The driver, I'm not gonna use this sugar pack. I'm gonna keep it, but I'm not gonna use it today. So yeah, the driver has to pick up another subdivision right now. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'd rather just take them. I can take them to school, so I'm gonna do that. And take them lunch around 12 noon. I wanted to get out the house today. Thought I was gonna have somebody ride with me. It's a weekday, so my daughter, she don't really want to go because she had to go to work a little bit later on, so that's fine. We're going to get out. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lord. I forgot about that. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Today I want to get out and go to Stone Mountain. And we're going to go to the very top of the mountain and just relax. Now, if you've watched my other videos, I told you I got some things going on with me. Don't gain a little weight. Before the summer come in, I want to lose weight. And so I bought a lot of exercise equipment, like the sweatsuit, the belt. The belt that I bought has this gel pack inside of it. You can use it as a heating pad, or you can use it cold. So I'm not going to overdo it because, like I said, I got some stuff going on with me, and I don't want to fall out on the mountain and fall off over the cliff. So I'm going to take it a little easy. I ain't going to do a whole lot, but I'm going to do some things. So, yeah, so we're going to Stone Mountain. I thought about walking the mountain. Then I said, no, don't do that because you ain't at that point right now. Hell, I'm gonna pass out on the trail, nobody see me, especially on a weekday. I don't know if there's a lot of people out there during the weekday, but I like to do things. I'm just talking, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Put this ham in half. Not the right knife. Because you know, I tell you, when you got kids, you got to multitask. But yeah, I don't know if there's a lot of people out there or not. So I'm gonna take the lift up to the mountain, to the mountain, or to the hill. Hey, did you want some bacon before? I was just some ham. Oh Lord. Multitasking. And this ham came spiral cut. This way I have the freedom to take some of that fat off and leave some of it on. And you know, I'm gonna take some of it off. So yeah, we're gonna go to the top of the mountain. I gotta lose some weight, y'all. I gotta lose it. I was at 170 at one time. I like that size. So I gotta get back there. Yeah, I know I had this craving for orange slices, so guess what I did? I went and bought me a watermelon yesterday, so I'll be eating on the watermelon instead. I have some medication I have to take. I'm gonna take that. Let me get this little bottom piece, and then I'm gonna put that up. Okay, now let's get over here to the stove because I gotta hurry up before these kids get off to school. Okay, so I'm gonna put the ham in here. And remember, this is like, let me see if this light come on. This is like, that clock is wrong, so don't even pay attention to that clock. It ain't right. But this is like 3 cups of water and about a pound of ham I'm putting inside that water. And I want it to begin to boil. I wish it would hurry up and boil. These are my other skillets I'm gonna use. I just got them out, so you know what? This out a little bit faster here. I wish I had a shelf stove, but since I don't, I gotta work with what I have. Gotta work with what I have. So yeah, kids, I swear they don't wash the kitchen. They don't believe wash the walls. I guess they said, yeah, this ain't part of the kitchen. Only part I need to do is to wash off the stove. But I didn't really have to boil it. But y'all know me about sodium. I really don't like a whole lot of sodium. So I wanted to boil some of that sodium off. Now, what you could do as well, if you want to try this, is just rinse it off. If you don't have a problem with the sodium, just rinse it off and go ahead and put a little bit of the light brown sugar on top, caramelize it, and let it look all good and taste all good. And yeah. But let me get these eggs going. Yeah, and if you have an Aldi's in your state, go by and check out Aldi's because they have some great deals. They have some really, really great deals. I went by there the other day, like I said, and I bought that ham. And when I got the ham, I bought, they had carrots, they had bell peppers. 6 eggs or so. Let me strain my mess up, y'all. Okay, I gotta take this over here and take the cords off, because y'all know I don't eat eggs. I do not eat eggs, but I will take these cords off. I'm gonna tell you why I do that. When I was little, my mom made some cornbread one time. Not the greatest cook, but she made some cornbread. And when she made that cornbread and it came out the oven, that cord that's on the egg, it was still there. And I said, not, can't do it. And ever since then, I don't eat eggs no more. It's crazy. Okay, so I took all the cords off that. I'm not going to put any milk or anything in that. I'm going to scramble it very, very well. You know what? I really wanted this to evaporate, but look, let me show you this. Do you see all that extra sodium and fat that's coming up off that? That's gonna be good. I don't have time to let it cook down so I can caramelize it. I'm gonna rinse this off, and then we're gonna get started with the caramelization. We're gonna caramelize it. Okay, I rinsed that out very well. Look at that. Put that back on the stove. Lost my fork. I just for damn. Look at that. Look at that. Now I'm gonna put probably about a half a cup of water in here. What is going on today? We're gonna get out of the house again today, which I told you we're going to Stone Mountain. But before I do that, I gotta take the kids their lunch. And before I take them their lunch, I have to I take them their lunch, and then we're gonna go by Home Depot because some of my lighting in my ceiling has gone out, so I need to pick up some bulbs for that. Next week we're going shopping. For those of you who have grass or lawns, for those of you who have grass, I'm going to show you how to get a golf course lawn. And there's a couple products that we're going to pick up. And ladies, if you're into flowers, anybody really who's into flowers, I'm going to show you the best time of day to go to your favorite hardware store to buy flowers. And that's really is early in the morning, because you will find a lot of clearance flowers on sale. Do I pay full price for anything? I don't pay full price for nothing I buy. Nothing. Nothing I buy. If you looked at my Easter Madness sale that I went to, and it was crazy. People was in stores like it was nobody's business. But no, I don't pay full price for anything that I purchase. And when I tell you I still have some things still in the box, I just don't. Last summer I received a gift card for my birthday. So they had this patio set on sale. Well, it was on clearance. Regular price for the 2 chairs, and I think for the settees, which is the sofa or the love seat, if you want to call it a little love seat that go outside. Very, very nice. I think the whole set was a little bit over $1,000. Only paid 100 and the 2 chairs. Well, the chairs came in boxes by itself, and then the settees or the love seat, it came in a box by itself. I bought the chairs 1 week or 2 weeks or something like that, and lucked up, went back and got the sofa. Sometimes we have to wait on things. You can't be so anxious. Can't believe I said that one, because that's another story. I'm gonna share that later on. But yeah, we gotta learn to have patience. Sometimes I don't have it, and I should have it. But that was funny. That was really funny. If you knew why I say that. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking for some brown sugar because I didn't want to open a big bag of sugar. But yeah, you can get what you want. When it comes to things in the store, we're so quick to run over there to the things we already know we need. But sometimes we're bypassing the things that we really, really need or we want. Hey, Deja, wake Kobe and Malik up. I need a little bit more brown sugar. Time, no, it be passing on. I don't wait for nobody. I gotta hurry up. Now I can't use this again. And you know, a couple of vlogs that I did, I wanted to take you guys with me and get out the house so we can do something different. But in the process of doing something different, when you go into a department store, now I see why a lot of people are not vlogging in stores. Because you know they play that music, and if you play that, if they're having that music played in the background, although you did not put that music on the back of it, on that video, they won't flag it, but they are muted. So you may hear some of my so you may hear some quiet time in between my. Let me get this going. the bagels right quick. Okay, nice. I'm gonna toast their bagels because they like their bagels toast. I'm gonna toast their bagels. Then we'll do it, look, one big sweep. It's not a lot of butter because I gotta spread it from. Look, I took some of it off. I just don't want to have to double dip. And then I gotta make it back home kind of early because I want to get our dinner started. And tonight, mind, we're gonna be having some Jamaican food. We're gonna eat some jerk chicken, some pork chicken, and some beef patties. And I want some cocoa bread, so I'm gonna go by the Jamaican store to get the cocoa bread. Oh, with some red beans and rice and cabbage. I know I don't need all that because it has a lot of, it's spicy. Turn that down some. Do you see that ham? And you don't have to eat it this way. You can just, like I said, you can either rinse it off and just warm it up in your skillet some, or you can do it this way. I just like to cook off some of that sodium, some of that fat. Ugh. I'm going to put a whole lot of brown sugar on there. And there's our bagels. I know you said, Sonya, that's not hot. It's hot a little bit, but I'm just used to it. When you've done it for so long, you're used to it. Also, when we go to Stone Mountain today, you're going to see how beautiful it is to be at the very top of that mountain and to look over Atlanta. Beautiful. Matter of fact, we're going to have a picnic. Let's do a picnic on top of the mountain. I want to take you guys to the King Center. We're going to go to the zoo. And we're going to do some other things I got in mind I want us to do. Yeah. And the chicken that I'm going to do for tonight, the jerk chicken, look at that. That is ready. You see that? Yeah. If I burn up this damn bagel, one of my twins would not eat it. That's ready. So we're going to switch again. Take that there. And don't burn up that bagel. Malik is not going to eat it. He will not eat anything burnt. That's too much butter. I just really need enough to coat that pan. Get them down here so they can eat. Cheese. Okay, let me get the cream cheese out of the refrigerator. Hey, Kobe and Malik. Deja. Deja. Wake them up. They got to get up so they can come on and eat. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Kobe and Malik. I need for you to get them up so they can eat and start getting ready. Come on, baby, we gotta eat. Come on, I wanna make sure y'all eat today. Huh? We running late a little bit. Clock ain't right, it's running late. But yeah, I used to take them lunch every day. I would get them up in the morning time, get them off to school, come back home around 10 o'clock, start on their lunch. By the time I got to the school, they was coming in the cafeteria, the lunch was hot. But I stopped doing it because a lot of the other kids, and sometimes life is just not fair, but some of the other kids was telling Combly, man, your mama has to stop bringing all that food. I'm just saying, I can't get none. And it wasn't a matter of fact that I did not want to share, but you know, they have these policies now where you can't really share. You can't share. Now look how that egg look. I'm not going to cook it anymore because one thing about an egg, it's going to continue to cook. Although you have to turn the hour. Look, I got to compromise. Improvise, compromise. I'm going to put that piece of pan on top of there. Because I don't see the lid. And what I wanted to do is steam cook. Finish steam cooking. So let me go ahead and fix their plates. Come on, baby. They just open the blinds on the steps. Let's get the sunlight up in here. I don't give Malik too much, because he's really not a worthless person. I give him this bagel, because if I give him the other bagel, I just all fixed. He ain't gonna eat it. He gonna look at that bagel and put it down. But yeah, I used to make their lunch for them, take them their lunch, come back home, and get dinner ready for the evening or whatever. But kids was looking like, your mama cooking all that good food, and we can't have none. And it would be lingering. It would be lingering, y'all, in the cafeteria. That's cold plate, because okay, we only needed a couple of seconds to do that. Deja, come on now. So what you do? You missed the bus? Deja. She about to get on my nerve. See, look at that egg. It's still cooking. If you don't want to overcook an egg, it just ain't going to be good if you overcook it. Kobe Malik. Yeah, she tried to miss the bus too. I'll be glad when she come out of school. But yeah, I didn't have a whole lot I want to talk about this morning. I just want to say, like I said, once again, this week the kids are taking the CRCT test. So if you have kids and if you can get up and cook your kids a really good breakfast, please do so. Because that test is so important to them when it comes to their education, when it comes to them going to the next grade. Teachers, I pray for the teachers as well because they have a very hard task. A very hard task. And like I said, we still have some good teachers. There are some good teachers still left. Tell your presentation is everything. If they don't look right, they don't eat it. Kobe and Malik. I hope they're not. Y'all about to drive me crazy. I tell you what, when we get on top of that mountain, we're going to talk. We're going to talk about twins, we're going to talk about kids. So be ready. This is what they're eating this morning. Some glazed ham, a cinnamon raisin bagel, and some cheese eggs. Let me try to clean up my mess on today, but this is what I want you to do today. Anything that is not positive, anything that is not of God, it will not manifest in your life today. Kids, I hope you have a very wonderful day today. If you're testing, I've said a prayer for you guys because I know it's hard sometimes taking a test. I was never good myself with testing. So you're going to do good. So have confidence within yourself. I would also like to tell you, don't be so focused on the kids around you. If you see kids around you that are finishing their tests a little sooner than you, that does not mean that there's anything wrong with you. So don't find yourself in a position where you're trying to rush, you're trying to speed just because somebody else did. Because that person who just finished quickly does not mean that they're going to pass this test. You do what's good for you. Kobe and Malik already know. Take your time. You utilize every second of that test. If it takes you to the very end of that test to get finished, then so what? They said last shall be first, okay? So therefore, I want you to have a very enjoyable day. So I hope you've enjoyed the time we've shared together and preparing my kids for a very important test. Until, I want to say later, not next time, I'm just going to say until later today, be